I thank the chairman, and I thank my colleague for his comments. I do agree that we don't need to eliminate all regulations, and that's certainly not what we're saying here. We are saying from October 1st until January 21st, we don't need new regulations. And with all due respect, I think we've had plenty. The amount of regulations that have come out of this administration, this Obama administration, has been astounding. If you compare the amount of regulations to all other administrations combined, it's astounding. And they affect every aspect of people's lives. And, Mr. Chairman, the gentleman mentioned regulations in the past that have been good. For example, regulating coal mines. I'm sure that there were good regulations on coal mines, but we're at the point now where this administration is going to make coal mines illegal. The gentleman also mentioned, Mr. Chairman, regulating water and air. Well, we certainly all agree that we want clean air and clean water. But when this administration issues a clean air regulation or new rule, and even before it goes into effect, they issue the next one to reduce the levels even lower to levels that even experts agree aren't necessary. In fact, members of the other party in our hearing in Energy and Commerce Committee testified to the fact that the air today is so much cleaner than it was before, and science proves that. In North Carolina, we've got 20% reduction in the coarse particulate matter and the ozone in our air, and we've made great progress. But to say we're going to continue to lower that level, even before the science is in to determine what the effect of the last regulation was, is simply going too far. Because what that means is in places like Montgomery County, North Carolina, where we desperately need jobs, you can't have a new job. You can't have a new road. You can't have a new water sewer line. You can't add any new manufacturing jobs. That's ridiculous. This administration has had 7.5 years, and they have used that time wisely if their goal was to overregulate the American people. All I'm saying is, in the last few months of this administration, let's put the brakes on it. And as my colleague mentioned, we don't know who the next president's going to be. And it may be someone from the other party. But that new president will have won a mandate, and that new president can then address the regulatory scheme, and I look forward to having that debate. But as far as this administration, the votes are in. We've gotten our results. This administration has gone way too far with regulation, and so I urge my colleagues to support this amendment, to put on the brakes and say 7.5 years, enough is enough. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.